how the student movement has already had a massive effect from 2010. 50,000 students on the street in London when we did over Millbank, and what happened after that was it sparked off a level of student activism that hadn't been seen previously. But it also had a much wider effect. The fact that the second biggest demonstration in UK history on March 26th in 2011, that was called because we put pressure on them. The largest workers' movement was started by the student movement. But you've also seen it having an effect around the world. Like, students have a huge potential to spark off massive change. The fact they've taken away the cap on ABB students for universities means that the top flight universities can cream off the top students and leave other universities like UWE in a situation where we're back to being a poly. And that doesn't provide a comprehensive higher education system for anybody. It reinforces privilege, and it reinforces the situation where working class kids aren't getting to university. I study philosophy, and I'm not going to get a job out of having a philosophy undergraduate philosophy degree. I'm doing it for the love of it, and there are so many people studying things simply for the love of it, and that should be something that's available to everyone. But increasingly, by marketising education, these things will become the preserve of the rich, and it requires things like occupations, things like general assemblies in which everyone brings all of their friends. We can't build this off 18 people in this room. It's really disappointing, the levels that we've seen. I've been round every week. I've been round halls. I've been flyering people. I've been doing shout-outs and lectures, and there's been about 16, 17 other people at the uni doing the same thing. And frankly, it's not enough yet. We need every single one of you to be fighting, because we're not going to build it without that level of force. And if we don't build it, we will lose our institutions. Until then, I want universities that are free. I want access for everybody. I want universities that will go out of their way to provide access for everybody in every community. And yeah, it's not going to happen by voting for Labour, and it's not going to happen by writing to your MP. The only way you can undo what Parliament does is in the streets. And yeah, I think that's about as much as I've got.